Republican Senator Lindsey Graham committed the cardinal sin of Trump world this week, which was, of course, to disagree with anything at all that Donald Trump says. And here's what happened. As we all know, Donald Trump released a video earlier this week where he proclaimed that the issue of abortion should be left to the states, while he also bragged about repealing Roe v. Wade with his Supreme Court justices. This was Donald Trump's way of taking a stand on the issue by not actually taking a stand on the issue. But Lindsey Graham disagreed with him, and Lindsey Graham thinks that the federal government should be the one that takes women's rights away from them instead of letting the states do it state by state. So Lindsey Graham responded to Trump's video and said, quote, "The states' rights only rationale today runs contrary to an American consensus that would limit late-term abortions and will age about as well as the Dred Scott decision. The science is clear. A child at 15 weeks is well developed and is capable of feeling pain. I will continue to advocate that there should be a national minimum standard limiting abortion at 15 weeks because the child is capable of feeling pain, with exceptions for rape, incest, and the life of the mother." So it's a very mild disagreement, right? I mean, Trump has also, by the way, talked about a 15-week national ban. So technically, Lindsey Graham's not even disagreeing with Trump. He's just disagreeing with the Trump we have this week and agreeing with the Trump that we had a month ago. So a little weird, right? Well, this did not sit well with Donald Trump, who came out and publicly dumped Lindsey Graham. Trump responded in a very long post saying, quote, "Senator Lindsey Graham is doing a great disservice to the Republican Party and to our country. At first, he wanted no abortions under any circumstances. Then he was up to 6 weeks when you're allowed abortion. Now he's up to 15 weeks when you're allowed abortion. But what he doesn't understand, or perhaps he does, is that radical left Democrats who are destroying our country will never approve anything that he or the Republicans want. They love this issue and they want to keep it going for as long as Republicans will allow them to do so. Terminating Roe v. Wade was, according to all legal scholars, a great event, but sometimes with great events come difficulties. Many good Republicans lost elections because of this issue, and people like Lindsey Graham that are unrelenting are handing Democrats their dream of the House, Senate, and perhaps even the presidency. Lindsey, Marjorie, and others fought for years unsuccessfully until I came along and got the job done. Then they were gone, never to be heard from again until now. We cannot let our country suffer any further damage by losing elections on an issue that should always have been decided by the states and now will be." For the record, let's just get something straight here. You're like, Marjorie came along and she'd been fighting and then I came along. Marjorie Taylor Greene did not win political office. Like there was a 2-week overlap between Marjorie Taylor Greene was sworn in and Trump was president of the United States. Like, that's it. She came along technically after Trump. So I don't know what he's talking about saying she was doing this for years. No, she wasn't. She was a CrossFit trainer, okay? But still, even with that attack on Lindsey Graham, wasn't enough. As we all know, Donald Trump's not one to just let something go. So later in the day, he gets back on Truth Social and goes even more ballistic on Lindsey Graham, right? The issue was over. Lindsey Graham said his piece. Trump issued a rebuttal. It was done. And then Trump came back and said this: "I blame myself for Lindsey Graham because the only reason he won in the great state of South Carolina is because I endorsed him. Graham should study the 10th Amendment and states' rights." Lindsey Graham only won re-election because Donald Trump endorsed him, right? It's not like Lindsey Graham's been sitting in the Senate for decades. No. It's totally because of Donald Trump. Lindsey Graham, in spite of what even Democrats may think, was never in danger in South Carolina, okay? He pulled off a stunning victory against a Democratic candidate who did a great job, but was never going to win in a red state. Let's face it, okay? We gotta acknowledge that is a red state and Lindsey Graham would have won. That wasn't because of Trump. Like, that is insane for this man to say that. But nevertheless, it looks, at least for now, that cozy little relationship that Lindsey Graham had with Donald Trump is over. But don't worry. Lindsey will apologize. Lindsey will change his tune. He will agree with Donald Trump and try to get back on his good graces, because that's what a good little lapdog does. Ring of Fire founder and host of America's Lawyer, Mike Papantonio, has a new book called Suspicious Activity. Like his other books before it, This book actually deals with real legal cases that Mike Papantonio has handled, but in a fictionalized way. The book follows the character of Nick Dichotomous that Papantonio first introduced in his book Law and Disorder, and it carries on the story that began in Law and Disorder through Law and Vengeance, Law and Addiction, Inhuman Trafficking, and now Suspicious Activity. This book in particular deals with the financial institutions that have helped launder money for terrorist organizations, which of course is a topic we have covered extensively here on Ring of Fire. So, if you're a follower of Mike Papantonio's books, or if this is your first one, you can get your copy of Suspicious Activity now. Just go to MikePapantonio.com and place your order. And if you haven't already, check out Mike's other books, also available on MikePapantonio.com.